What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another World of Warcraft video for the War Within. Now today we're talking about investments. This is going to be my third video on investments and the last one. So today we're talking about investments once again, items that we are speculating will be going up in price. And I've made two videos like this, and one of them looks like this, where we talk about the investment possibilities of Null Lotus, for example, which is an item used in making flasks. Now flask will obviously be more relevant when raids are out, Mythic Plus dungeons are out, because let me just ask you right now, when are you flasking? Are you buying quality 3 flasks right now for heroic dungeons, and if so, why? And quality 2 flasks, are you buying those, and if so, why? People just don't buy flasks right now. When more competitive content comes out, they will buy more flasks. And the same thing goes for the Profane Tinder boxes, they are used in enchants. Are you enchanting your heroic gear right now? And if so, why? Meanwhile, when you get your best in slot items from Mythic dungeons, Mythic Plus dungeons, or even raids, you are probably way more likely to enchant those, right? So today we are taking this one step further and taking a look at some items that are actually in high supply right now, and little to no demand right now, that will very likely go up in value when the competitive content comes out, like Mythic dungeons, Mythic Plus, and even raids. Now, before we get into this video, I do want to say that all of my investments videos and most of my gold making videos are available in early access to people that have my gold making guide, which if you don't have it yet, check it out, the link is down below. When you buy the guide, you get first of all the guide itself, which is over 100 pages of pure gold making information for professions, farming, crafting, any type of gold making. The guide is aimed to be relevant for everyone, no matter if you're a newbie, a advanced player, an intermediate, no matter the level of which you are in gold making, the guide is aimed to be helpful to pretty much everyone. And I want to share multiple different aspects of gold making and multiple different ways to make gold in the game. In addition to that, when you buy the guide, you get access to a Discord community where I will give you guys early access to videos and also exclusive content. That means videos that never go public on YouTube, you will still get access to. So when you buy the guide, you get the guide itself, early access to videos, which you can get the investments early, or you can farm gold farms before they go public, and you also get more content on top of that. And in the Discord community, we have a bunch of people that have made millions so far in the War Within, sharing exactly how they have done so. So overall, it's a really good place to be, and if you want to have a third person's perspective, like if you want to see how other people feel about the guide, instead of taking my word for it, go to the guide right now, click the link in the pinned comment, and read the reviews, because so far people seem to be very happy, and that makes me very, very excited and very thrilled, because my hope here and my goal is to be helpful in some way, shape, or form, and if I'm able to do that, either through the guide or through the videos, that's my entire goal here. So once again, check out the guide, the link is down below. Now with that being said, this video will be way more speculative than my other two. In the other two, we took a look at, for example, Null Lotus and why that goes up in price, which is literally an item that is used in flasks, and flasks will simply be in more demand later on than they are right now. We also took a look in the previous video on cooking materials used in making feasts. So for example, we have the Queen's Lurefish, I think it was, right? Queen's Lurefish, 150 gold right now, because I just flipped this one from 100 gold to 150, but I didn't flip, I bought. I bought my investments, so they are now a little bit more expensive, but either way, that's one of the items as well that are used in making feasts, and feasts are also going to be more relevant when competitive content comes out. Nobody's using feast for world quests or heroic dungeons, you just go in and blast, but when Mythic comes out, Mythic Plus or even raids, people will start using feasts. Now for today's video, we are taking advantage of people skilling up alchemy to get potions and flasks for cheap. So we're looking at mainly quality 1 and quality 2 here, and taking a look at flasks and potions that are used mainly in the raid, but there are some other items as well. And the thing is, when people are skilling up alchemy, they just find whatever is cheap to make, and they make a bunch of it. And they just make it, post it on the auction house to get some gold back, and we can snipe those for a very cheap price. And the same thing is, they also do experiments to learn recipes, and when you do experiments, you get both potions and flasks back while doing so. If you spam spam quality 1 experiments, you get quality 1 potions, and if you do quality 2, you get quality 2 ones. So a lot of potions and even flasks are being put on the auction house for very cheap right now. I mean, we can take a look at, for example, this one, the Flask of Tempered Mastery. This has a crafting cost at the moment of 1000 gold. You do get 2 flasks, by the way, but that means that each flask right now has a price of 500 gold. That is not counting in multicraft at all, right? So let's just say 400 gold or even 300 gold if we count in multicraft. But we can take a look at the mastery ones. The Q2 ones are 300 gold, but the Q1 ones are 138, way below crafting cost. Once again, the crafting cost of each flask at the moment, not factoring in multicraft or anything else, is 500 gold, and you can get the Q2 ones way below that, and even the Q1 ones way below that as well. The same thing goes for the Tempered Swiftness, for example, down here. Crafting cost of 700, you get 2 of them, and these ones are a little bit, like, not that worth it compared to the mastery ones. I mean, actually right now you make profit on making quality 2, which is dumb, but I mean, it's good for anyone making it, but it's dumb in general. But you can buy the Q1 ones, and what I've done here over the last couple of weeks is buy a bunch of cheap quality 1 flasks, because they have been even cheaper than this. They are now Tempered Mastery, for example, 138. I was able to pick these up for 60 gold each. Quality 1, of course, but 60 gold for a quote-unquote almost free flask that if I can't sell, I can use it myself. Mastery is my best stat anyway, so I can use it myself in that case. And most people, for quality 1 is more than good enough. You probably want to have a quality 2 at some point, depends on the content you're doing, but a quality 1 is better than no quality. This is a 2400 almost mastery increase over not using a flask. So instead of not using one, at least go for a quality 1. And they are so cheap right now compared to quality 2 and quality 3. Now quality 2 is over double the price, and you do get some more stats, of course, 200 more stats, or 240 more stats, give or take, but it's over double the price. And Q3 you get even more stats, but it's even more expensive. A lot of these flasks, people are just crafting right now to skill up alchemy. Like for example me right now at 89 skill, I get 2 skill points each, so I've been spamming these myself. The Tempered Mastery, for example, I made a bunch of them to get to 89 skills, and we still get 2 skill points each. So people are skilling up alchemy, making a bunch of quality 1 flasks, and just posting them on the auction house to get that gold back. And you can therefore get quality 1 flasks way below the crafting cost. And this is only looking at these flasks, for example. You also have the flask, the Vial of True Sight, which is also, that is right now in the game though, so you can buy the quality 1 ones or the quality 2 ones, usually way below the crafting cost. That being said, the crafting cost right now is 324 gold, so if you make quality 2 ones, you actually profit on every single one, or every single craft, which once again, it's a little bit weird. And then you also have Tempered Potions, which if you buy quality 1s, they are at the moment roughly half of the cow crafting cost, so you can get Tempered quality 1 for way cheaper than you probably will in a week or two's time when people start using potions way more. And when it comes to potions being used in the raid, this is probably going to be the one, because as you can see, it increases your associated secondary stats by 2200 for 30 seconds. It is the only stat increasing potion, I believe. The other ones are speed potions, invisibility potions and stuff like that. But also let's talk about that. So we for example have this one, the Potion of the Reborn Cheetah, which is 7 gold for a quality 1. And I've been buying these as well, because as you can see, the crafting cost here is 530 gold for 5 of them. So that's 100 gold per potion. And quality 1 and quality 2 is way below that. And think about Mythic Plus dungeons. This is something to increase your movement speed if you don't have sprint or something. This is going to be really valuable, or could be at least, in Mythic Plus scenarios specifically, where your timing keys and speed potions are actually useful. Now, that is not the only one. You also have one for invincibility, or invisibility. So we have Draught of Silent Foothills, or Footfalls, where I've been buying these at quality 1 and quality 2 as well, because as you can see, crafting cost of 282, about 60 gold per potion, and quality 1 is going for 8 gold. like almost 10% of the crafting cost for quality 1. You can buy these right now, and invisibility potions have been in the past very useful in, once again, Mythic Plus content. And for me to reset the price on the EU right now over to 17 gold at least from 8 gold, so doubling the price, I just have to put in 36,000 gold. So I'm actually going to buy this right now, just buying 33,600 of them and trying to get the price back to a certain good place. But even now, if I buy these as well for 12,000 gold, now the price goes back up to 60 gold per potion. I'm not going to buy those though, that's going to be for somebody else. But yeah, the stealth potions are really good, the speed potions are really good. Any potions or flasks used for competitive content, you can snag for a cheap price right now and probably sell for more gold when they become actually relevant. So the main purpose of this is taking advantage of people right now in the pre-season skilling up alchemy, both on their mains, but also myself, for example. I have 10 alchemy alts. So a lot of people are building so-called alchemy or alt armies, and a bunch of people do pick alchemy on their alt armies, even though transmutations might not be the best choice right now. You can still use concentration on potions and flasks and make a bunch of gold that way. So a lot of people are choosing to have alchemy on their alt army characters, and they blast out quality 1 potions and flasks to skill up alchemy, and they post them on the auction house for absolutely nothing, and you can get those now super cheap, hold on to them until they become actually available and useful in certain content like Mythic Plus, and sell them for hopefully an increased price. Now once again, this is highly speculative, the price might not even move at all, and there are so many potions in the game that maybe there's just not enough demand to buy all of the supply. Like me right now, I have over several thousand potions that I need to offload at some point. So maybe the demand increase will not be that good compared to how many people have stockpiled these, but once again, it's highly speculative, and I personally do believe they will go up in price, otherwise I would not have bought them. So there we go, that's just my thoughts, my opinions, and another item, or another category of items that you can invest into for the raid openings and the Mythic Plus dungeons. Either way, that's a long video talking about potions and flasks, but hopefully that kind of shares all of my thoughts here, and talking about both the supply and demand aspect. Now, one more thing that I highlighted in the previous video, don't get flipped on. I can't state that enough. When you watch a video like this, don't just go to the auction house and blindly buy any items that I just talked about. Look at, for example, the Undermine exchange, go to TSM, try to look at the average cost for these items over the last week, and don't buy them for an inflated price. Like, for example, the potions I just bought for 8 gold each or 10 gold each, they might be 50 gold now. In which case you're probably better off not buying them, and then wait for the price to come back down, and then buy in again. So just be smart about when you buy things, take a look at the prices over time, maybe use something like a daily cost average when you're buying in, instead of going all in right now. Just buy in slowly over time. Either way, that's the video. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. That is basically what I have for you today, so thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it. Best of luck on your investments, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Bye bye now, bye bye.